Hello, and welcome back to the second part of the skill review tutorial for Chapter 2. This is 2.1. So we're going to start with Step 14. So Step 14 says apply conditional formatting using solid blue data bars to cells H7 to H11. So the first thing we need to do is select that. Then we're going to use the Quick Analysis tool button. And we're going to click on data bars, and it automatically selects that color. So we can get a visual real quick of all the data in that column. So we don't have to scan and order in our heads. As I was thinking about this, the key thing is as you're studying and trying to learn these skills in Excel, if you just read the step that's in the assignment, could you do the step without having to see what the actual individual clicks are to complete that step? That's what you should be thinking about, because when test time comes, it's going to ask you things to do and it's not going to give you the steps. And so you need to make sure you understand what you're doing and can do those without having to look at each individual step. All right, back to Step 15. So 15 says apply conditional formatting using highlight cell rules to the cost per bottle F7 to F11 to format cells with a value greater than 22 with a light red fill with dark red text. Okay, so what it's asking is in this column here, if it's greater than $22, it wants it to be accented somehow. And with us, it's going to accent it with a light red fill and then have dark red text for those numbers. So we highlight the cells we want to format with conditional formatting. Then on the Home tab, we go under Styles, and you'll see this conditional formatting option. I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to say Highlight Cell Rules, and then we can actually select greater than. This one's a fairly easy one. So we're just going to type 22 in this box. And then we'll click on it, and it's already selected the style that we want. So here are the predefined styles. Later on in the course, we'll show you how you can make up your own styles. It's fairly easy to do, but you have to use a different rule. So we'll click OK. So now notice the background is this light red fill with dark red text. Step 16 shows you how to remove the conditional formatting. So it wants us to remove the conditional formatting in cells G7 to G11. We're going to click on the conditional formatting button again, and then we're going to select Clear Rules, and then Clear Rules from selected cells. Be careful what you do here. You don't want to remove all of them. And since we've done something good, we need to save it. Step 17 says you would still like to highlight the least expensive cost per pill. Apply conditional formatting. So in the cells, this is cost per pill. We're going to highlight that. We're going to click the conditional formatting again. We're going to use top-bottom rules, and we're going to use bottom 10 items. And so instead of bottom 10, we just want the bottom 1, so that's the least one. And then we want to format this with a green fill and dark green text. Click OK. So that highlights and tells us this is the least expensive cost per peel in this column. Wants us to click on G12, so that's no longer selected. Alright, so we're moving on to step 19. Step 19 has a lot of individual steps. It says find all the values that use a counting number format with 4 digits after the decimal and change the formatting to a counting number format with 2 digits. So I guess this is just an exercise in determining what has 4 decimal places. But for me, I just highlight everything that I wanted to format with 2 decimal places, and then I'd click the accounting format and select 2. But anyhow, here's a way you can find it that would be useful if you had a large spreadsheet and it was all over the place and not just in one area that you needed to format. So the way you do that is on the Home tab in the Editing group, you're going to select the Find and Select. So in the Find and Replace dialog, you're going to select Replace. So you can see that. Make sure there are no values in the Find What and Replace With boxes. You might have to click the Options box to do the different Find and Replace options. You want to click Format button next to the Find What box. So this box here. So we're going to click on the number, accounting in the category, change the decimal places to 4, make sure there's a dollar symbol here. Click OK. Click the Format button next to the Replace With box. Again, we're going to, on the Number tab, click Accounting again. Make sure it's 2, $, click OK. And then it wants to make sure you select Replace All. Notice what happens up here. It says there were 9 replacements. And we click Close after we're done. We need to save our workbook. And now we're ready to submit it for grading. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to close it. I'm going to upload my file. We're in chapter 2 here. Looks like I saved it somewhere else. So hold on. And hopefully that will give us 100% and we'll be good to go. And so we did everything correctly. So there's going to be other things you're asked to do, but if you go through the exercises and do this correctly, you should learn some additional skills. And so that's all I have to say for Chapter 2.